gentlemen. Oh yeah, kick it! Welcome to the Ballistic Show. I'm your talented host, Ike Moore, and this is the show where we break down pop culture. And doesn't that theme song just feel nice? Due to some technical difficulties last week, we couldn't have the theme song, so now it is back in full force. Matter of fact, let's play it again. Run that theme song back one time. Now that all the females have been totally hypnotized, let me continue on with this amazing show. I want to send a special thank you to everybody that tuned in last week, spread the word. I just like the feeling of this return. It just feels right. Another return that just felt right and looked right, at least in my eyes, was the return of American Idol. It returned to television this past week. Now, admittedly, throughout all the times I've talked about Idol on this show, I've never given my full thoughts of the show in general. I have sort of a love-hate relationship with this program. There are times where I think it's great television and it's inspiring. Other times I think it's just horrible and it's overstayed its welcome. And then there are other times where I just ignore it and it's just there, sort of like the wart on your foot. But in this particular instance, I gotta give it to them. ABC produced a great return for the show, both Sunday and Monday. Really, as it stands right now, they haven't changed anything of the original format. It's still the show that everybody knows and loves. It still has the crazy auditions, it has the inspiring auditions, and it has the great auditions. Even though it looks like they toned down on the bad auditions as opposed to the original run. In the original run, it just felt like sometimes you were watching a blooper show, bad audition after bad audition. You were just like, where are these people's parents? Where is their counselor to tell them this is a bad idea to be on this show? Speaking of parents, they even joked about this on the show. The contestants have gotten even younger this year. It's like, I thought I was watching American Juniors. Where are all these kids coming from? When did you ever think you would say, I'm feeling old watching American Idol? But I think, honestly, what's really going to draw people in to this new season are the judges they have. They have some great judges this year. They got the legendary Lionel Richie. They got country star Luke Bryan. They even have Mrs. Steal Your Man, Katy Perry. Look, I always knew this woman was flirtatious, but holy smokes, this woman is flirtatious. It's like she's the lion and every guy contestant is a T-bone steak. I'm just saying, this is going to get out of hand because at any point you're going to be watching daytime TV and this is going to come up. This is the defendant, Reggie Watts. He says he didn't mean to hurt his wife emotionally. He just walked in expecting a golden ticket to Hollywood, and all he left with was Katy Perry's number and home address. Overall, I think Idol is in good hands. I don't think it should try to match The Voice's numbers. It's just a different time now. But it can at least be another show that people can watch. Because back in the day, it was a game changer. It was one of a kind. Now it's all these other shows taking the mantle. But Idol can still provide a great outlet for artists to be recognized. Now, before we move on, I have something to get off my chest here. During my hiatus, Drizzy Drake, or Drake as some people call him, released 2 songs. One was God's Plan, which I'm sure all of you have heard, but then there was another song that didn't really get that much attention. It's called Diplomatic Immunity, and I think you guys need to hear this one line right here. This sort of raised my eyebrows.
Opinions over statistics, of course. Gassed off journalistic, come at me and all you'll get is the ballistic report.
Oh, I think you need to hear that again.
Opinions over statistics, of course. Gassed off journalistic, come at me and all you'll get is the ballistic report.
Drake knows the name of my show. Now, I know what you're thinking, but your show is named The Ballistic Show. He said Ballistic Report. All of my OG fans know that the original title of this show was The Ballistic Report. So imagine you're Drake. You're probably, during your late night recording sessions, bored, so you go on YouTube, and then you randomly see a Ballistic Report video. And he was probably like, yo, this guy's the truth. Maybe I should reference him in my song, yo. That is the worst Drake impression I know. Don't DM me. I know that was terrible. Now, the website Rap Genius, which breaks down rappers' lyrics, claimed that when he said that line, he actually was talking about a firearm. But nah. Don't try to be slick. He watches my show, and that was a shout-out. That's a personal connection between me and him, and you can't handle it, Rap Genius. I heard that lyric, and I said, that's my bat signal. I need to get back on the mic. So, Drake, thank you for bringing this show back. And if you can give me some of the money you gave to other people during the God's Plan video, that'll be cool. We can work something out. Sorry, I got a little bit excited there. So, I want to move on to this next story. You know, in my 22 years on this earth, I have found 3 certains in life. Death, taxes, and Beyonce and Jay Z will always try to steal your money. It was announced that Beyonce and Jay Z are going back on the road. They're calling their tour On the Run 2, Electric Boogaloo. If anyone gets that joke, I'll love you forever. And I think we should take a moment and not only honor these people as music geniuses, but also marketing geniuses, because this was done perfectly. Allow me to put on my math glasses and walk you through their plan. In 2016, Beyonce released Lemonade. In 2017, Jay Z released 444. And now in 2018, they say, let's come together and promote both of these projects at the same time and go all across the country. I'm sorry, not just the country, the world, as DJ Khaled would say, we global now. So, dope album plus dope album times massive world tour equals enough money for Blue Ivy and the Twins and Blue Ivy and the Twins' children's college funds. And you are listening to a man that's not that good with math, and that plan actually makes sense. Now, I'm recording this show on a Wednesday, and the pre-sale tickets went on sale this morning. And there's already been a kerfuffle because the Beehive went attacking, and they went on Twitter talking about how Ticketmaster messed it up again, how they entered the pre-sale code, and all they got were tickets that were worth $5,000, and then some tickets weren't even available, which I don't even know how that's possible. Pre-sale is a pre-sale before the general public. That's like running out of free pancakes on Free Pancake Day before Free Pancake Day. People were even saying when they entered the pre-sale code, the whole site crashed. So this is a message to Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster, this isn't you guys' first rodeo, okay? This is Beyonce's umpteenth tour. You know how her fans get. You have to be more prepared. And I gotta be careful how I talk to the Beehive, because you know how they get. You swat at bees, they come flooding at you. So Beehive, precious Beehive, I don't want to hear no more complaining about these ticket prices, okay? This is Beyonce's up-team tour. You know how much she charges. You gotta be prepared. And this is coming from a cheap person myself, okay? I have no plans as of right now to go to the show, but even I looked at those prices and I almost fainted. I was like, oh my God, I feel like something is gnawing at my wallet. So the moral of the story is, when Beyonce and Jay Z come to your town, be prepared to live in a cardboard box, because all your money's going to be gone. I'm sorry. And before we leave you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say special St. Patrick's Day to all of my Irish listeners. And even if you're not Irish, see, I have a plan. See, I've noticed that non-Irish people like to celebrate too, and I guess that's fine if you want to pay tribute to the Irish, but I feel like we should have our own little holiday on that same day if we're so interested in wearing the green and all that stuff. So I've proposed that instead of St. Patrick's Day, we non-Irish people should celebrate one of the greatest animated films of all time. I say we rename it Saint Shrek Day. It's sort of the same concept. You still get to wear green. You still get to talk Irish. You can drink beer, or you could drink mud with worms in it. And the best part is you can get away with calling random people donkey the whole day. So let me know if you celebrate it. As always, my social media outlets include on Twitter at Ike Ballistic, on Instagram Ballistic Ike Moore, on my Facebook page, facebook.com/The Ballistic Show. Be sure to subscribe to my Spreaker and YouTube channels. And for all of my Stardust users, if you have the Stardust app, make sure you follow me on there to get all of my first reactions to all the latest TV and movies. Until next week, I've been your talented host, Ike Moore, reminding you it's okay to be ballistic as long as it's done responsibly. I'm out!